Antigua Shipyard.
Antigua Shipyard, it should actually be called the Zerg Graveyard. To the bottom of the map, we have the Terran player in the red, starting full A to the GIM, and currently being up one game is
Asia Dreamer team.
Certainly bringing his A game for this tournament.
And at the top of the map, cross-positioned of course, we have his opponent, the Zerg player in blue, starting for the Prime team.
Boom Boom Prime.
A little bit of a pause there in his facial expression. I think that Boom Boom is definitely feeling the heat right now.
Oh yeah.
He needs to really put on a good show here in game number 2, or Dreamer was going to roll him over. He made, very few mistakes last game against Dreamer, but, there were a few, like, for example, not killing the Banshee with the Queen. These little things, struggling to deal with that drop, and kind of, look, I think you said it best, it could not have been a better metaphor when you said he played him like a puppet. His units were constantly going left and right. It was like he is actually holding the strings. And then eventually, when the units came back to the right to the main base, he killed the hatchery and got in a good position. And then from there, Boom Boom could not really engage.
When Terran is on this high ground position to the left at the 4th base, this is just such a atrocious position for a Zerg player to be in, because the Terran player sieges up, moves down with his Marines, and always tries to poke in at the 3rd, always tries to get into a better position, sieges forward with another tank or two, and then it's hard for a Zerg to actually engage his army. That's just too much firepower for a Terran player. And as you said best, with the Zerglings, he could never really take this force down, because the high ground, that's where he can't really get. As soon as the Terran player blocks the ramp with a few Marines, those siege tanks just have a great position. They can take down everything.
Yeah. Siege tanks, just being the big supporting unit in this matchup. The Dreamer is going to take some minerals, and he will go for that command center. I like taking the minerals first. Indicates the command center building an SCV to the rest of the SCVs. They know what's going on. Why does he get to hold those? We have to put them away.
There's the command center, of course, for Dreamer, as you said, and well, the gas timing. There we go. Refinery number 1.
He's going to see this both games in a row, able to spot this very crucial information.
Refinery number 2. And I'm really curious what Boom Boom is going to do. Boom Boom is a player that has shown us in the past that he also likes the roach bailing attacks.
Yeah.
And this is a map where the distance between the two bases is huge, but at the same time you can really pull it off. You can do so much damage, especially since a lot of Terran players will try to play a little bit more greedy on this map.
I like that Dreamer saved his SCV, and not only did he save it, but he's positioned it strategically at the 3rd base, which means that he can see when Boom Boom decides to move out for that. And Boom Boom again has pulled out of gas temporarily. This means that it's going to be for that 3rd base, and it's so critical. If Dreamer sees that, then he's going to no longer worry about possible aggression from that gas. He's like, oh, okay, I get it now.
You still can pull the roach bailing attack off, but you have to pull them back. That's when the timing is really important here.
Exactly.
He has a couple of Zerglings now with which we can start to kill the scouts, but yeah, how he's going to approach is going to be important. He has 2 queens, he's getting a 3rd once again. And, well, let's find out what Boom Boom is going to do. But first of all, Dreamer has a very early engineering bay here.
It's an eBay block.
Is he blocking?
Yep.
Yeah, at the 3rd, actually.
I was thinking he may do this, but the problem is the Lings are already out, so this is not like an eBay block against Protoss. Didn't even have a drone over there, so...
And look at this, 20 Zerglings on their way.
Yeah.
He's really trying to be a little bit aggressive. It's not the attack that we see with Roaches and Banelings, no, but he's trying to go for this early game Zergling attack that's trying to catch your opponent off guard, especially at the natural. This can do damage, well timed with a speed upgrade.
Dreamer has the bunker up, but it's at his main base, at the top of his ramp, rather than on the low ground, so he's already pulled his SCVs out. He expects something like this is possible. He's just going to lift his orbital when it's time.
What Boom is probably trying to do is run straight into the main base, and if Dreamer does not react in time and doesn't lift his supply depots, that's going to hurt. I was actually going straight for that.
His Hellions are out of position here, and the Hellions are maybe the reason why he gets inside! There they are! I cannot believe this overstep!
But he has to go get away from the bunker.
Yeah, he definitely needs to. He's starting to take out several of these SCVs. It's definitely worth it so far.
But attacking at the bunker is really not what he should do. Yes,
Yeah,
that's much better. Really a lot better what he does right now.
Yeah,
now he
Marines
can
are out of the
attack the
bunker,
Marines. But he already lost too many Zerglings. Let's see how many SCVs he killed. 10 SCVs taken down. SCV count now 22 against 40. This is a great, really well done by Boom Boom. Well, actually, not all that well done, but it's a great accomplishment for him.
Yes.
He killed 10 SCVs, he killed Hellions, and he also killed a few of the Marines.
Just imagine how much better it could have been.
It could have been better if he would have pulled those Zerglings straight to the left side of the command center. But as it is, he killed a lot of units. He traded really well. His opponent lost more resources than Boom Boom did, and of course those SCVs are really important in the early stage of the game.
Dreamer with a big mistake as well, valuing those Hellions over the Lings staying outside of his base. If he loses the 2 Hellions, he just lifts the command so the Lings don't do anything. He pushes down the ramp, but
I mean, you panic. You see it and you panic a little bit. You try to move back. You move back a little bit too far. Then suddenly the Hellion is blocking your supply depot. You can't lift it anymore. In a perfect world, what Dreamer would have done is just move them back on top of the ramp, position them, lift those 2 supply depots. Then the bunker kills the Zerglings. The Zerglings get a very small surface area, and the Hellions do a maximum of damage.
He's going to do a little bit of damage here still with these Hellions. Speaking of damage, Dreamer TT he's trying to get his way in here, and the Queen goes back, so he may actually be able to get up into that 3rd base location. The Spore is made there, but the Spore doesn't work against Hellions. He's got no Queen over here.
The Hellions are actually backed up by the Banshee now. With Cloak. Cloak just finished. Nice position here for the Hellions. Really well played by Dreamer, killing a lot of these Zerglings. And now the Queen has to be very, very careful. Yes, the Spore Crawler is ready, but not in position to actually detect the Banshee.
And since the Queens are attacking the Banshee, the Hellions still got a ton of kills there. In total, he killed actually 5 workers, and that now 6. Kills a Queen as well.
And it's always so funny to see a Spore Crawler just run around the hatch. Yeah. But more of them are dying. He could have actually killed another one, and the Harvester count is now still in favor of Boom Boom, but the gap is about to be closed by his opponent. And he, once again, in the base. Bam! 2 additional ones die. The Banshee kicks it though.
Where is the second Banshee? Did he not make a second Banshee?
Yeah.
Oh, it's at the north. Okay, he's coming back around into the main. There's a Spore Crawler in play, though.
He needs to camp the gas. Oh, that's found a sweet spot here.
Yeah, just barely. Nicely done. The Queen is going to be able to see him, though.
If he camps the gas for a little bit, he will be able to take down a few additional drones. Just the drones killed in total, 12 for Dreamer TT, 10 for Boom Boom. Dreamer TT is really playing a decent game.
He really is.
And Boom Boom currently, look at this gas. One of the gas, there's not a single drone in it at all. The other one, only 1. He's really in a bit of a tough spot. This seems to overwhelm it a little bit in the early game now. There's a lot of things that he has to deal with, and these Spore Crawlers, there's so many of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. I mean, forcing those Spore Crawlers alone means less drones, and that's, that costs money. And he's already finding another sweet spot. He takes out too many.
9 kills on this one Banshee.
Yeah, too many drones lost here, but I mean, he's not because of Boom Boom's oversight. It's because of what he's, it's just because of the multitasking of Dreamer.
Only 2 drones now at one of the extractors in the main base. Now he sees what's happening and sends another one in. But yeah, this is one of the things that definitely happened earlier. He was a little bit in a tough situation, Boom Boom that is, and now it starts to stabilize, checks every gas, every extractor, realizes his mistake, puts another one in. And we have the double upgrades now for Dreamer TT. Well, we have the opportunity for him to get them, but at this point he only gets 1. He gets the attack upgrade.
He's going for a nice little timing here because a lot of tech has been spent for Boom Boom, so he doesn't have a lot of resources, but he does not have siege mode yet, and actually there's too many Lings here. He's overextended himself. I like the pickup though. Saves the Hellions. Oh, this tank is going to go down though. This is a great little victory for Boom Boom.
Takes the tank down, and Boom Boom is nearly on, he's on 1-1. He has definitely a huge advantage in the upgrades. He's trying to move in here. And
needs to raise the depot. Will he repeat his earlier mistake?
It certainly looks like it. No, he doesn't.
Oh, but it's not a full wall.
There's a gap.
Oh, wow, this means that he needs to start pulling his SCVs.
The Bailings!
Why is he not pulling the SCVs?
The Bailings are moving in.
The split in the end is good, but there's still Lings to finish them off.
He needs the Zerglings to take them down indeed, and the Zerglings kill a fair amount of them. 13 additional SCVs have been killed, and look at the supply surplus for Boom Boom.
Yep, the drop in the main base is something he's already spotted and sending Lings to defend against. And he will actually have to pick up and go here.
He still has the upgrade advantage. He's on 1-1 against 0-0 and +2/+2 is already on its way. He has a huge advantage now. Even the tech to a Hive, Boom is looking a lot stronger in this game than he was in the first map. Maybe he'll need a little bit of a warm-up, but this is definitely more the Zerg player that we are used to. The Prime player here looking a lot better than Nohana.
He's going to just try to break through here. He's got so many Lings. He's got a Baneling attack come through. There's one tank on the high ground, but that's not going to be enough to stop the Lings from breaking the line here. But the positioning now is going to be a bit of a problem.
A lot of these units streaming in. The positioning definitely a problem, but now Dreamer is losing a lot here, and he is still on 2 bases, something that we should not neglect.
Yeah,
he's
got the 3rd command center, but you know,
yes.
you and I are on the same page here. He hasn't moved it yet.
Exactly. And he can't. With only 2 siege tanks, how is he supposed to secure his 3rd? If Boom launches another... He actually tries to take it now, but if Boom just launches another attack, he will be able to do this. And look actually at the command center. It's about to burn down.
And he needs to repair that. 73 Lings on the map are going to try to make that command center fly again.
Wolf, where are these SCVs to repair it?
He's not sending any. This is 95 hit points now.
That orbital is going to die. There it is. The SCV is on the way, but the Zerglings are in the middle of the map already.
He hasn't queued repair on this. Okay, he did it the last second there. No queue on the repair.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm not joking, man. This command center is going to die. Oh, wow.
20 hit points left.
Emergency SCV there.
If Boom moves in now, this would be the best time for him. He has to defend against this drop, but the main force is in the middle of the map, and he's taking a 4th base.
Yeah, he doesn't have to attack now because he's got the Ultralisk Cavern, he's got chitinous plating, three upgrades for his Lings, Adrenal Glands, he's got Infestors out already, and you know, he can attack if he wants to, but that's not something he should do.
Boom is getting +3/+3, whereas Dreamer TT has not even started +2/+2. The advantage for Boom it's something that is not... You can't describe it with words.
Yeah.
The siege tank count also just isn't there. 5 are not enough.
He just lost another drop full of units as well to a Spore Crawler, and these little things really add up when you're already behind.
The resources lost are fairly even, but just the minerals and gas mine for Boom is so much better. And it shows in his economy, it shows also in his army size, and of course in the upgrades. Exactly, his tech is great.
And Dreamer needs a successful drop, he needs a miracle, he needs an incredible miracle. And, you know, he's probably asked himself right now, what would MVP do?
What he needs is Boom to screw up.
That's basically his only chance. He's using the Viking right now to clean up Overlord so he can go for more drop play, a little bit, get away with it.
Actually, with the army composition that Boom has, I mean, usually it's a bad idea, but Boom could actually just try to crush this defense. If he leads the charge with the Ultralisks and takes the tank shots, the siege tanks aren't even sieged up.
They're not sieged up. There's not really all too many of them either. And he tries to land the command so he can't.
Good luck with that. And here we go.
And here we go. He's just going to do it.
He's leading the charge with most of his Ultralisks.
No splitting.
No split at all. Dreamer TT is just rolling over and dies.
GG.